If you suddenly notice that your grill is just not getting as hot as it used to, uneven heat, or you can visibly see larger flames in one section and lower flames in others, there is most likely a problem with your burners. In this video, I will show you how to repair your rail style burners, and if they cannot be repaired, how to replace them to avoid the cost of repairs or having to buy a new grill. So let's get started. In order to get to your burners, you will need to remove the heating rack, the grill grates, and heating plates. Once you see your burners, you will want to fire them up to see how they are doing. In this example, you can see that the left burner has some areas where there are no flames coming out, and the right burner is in worse condition, where one side is not lit at all. First, I will show you how easy it is to replace the burners, in case you don't want to go through the hassle of repairing them, or you just want to set your grill up with brand new burners. After your grill has cooled down, you will need to remove an R-clip cotter pin that looks like this and is securing the burner onto the grill. It is located close to the back of the grill under the burner. You may need some pliers if it is secured tightly. After the cotter pin is removed, you will need to pull the burner towards the back of the grill and it should come out fairly easy. The other burners can be removed in the same way. To replace a burner, carefully go in an angle, line up the burner with the propane supply valve, and secure it with the R-clip cotter pin from below. Do the same with the other burners. Once your new burners are installed, they should look like this. Your burner should be producing strong and steady blue flames with no space between the flames and the burner. If you see little yellow tips, this is also good. Here are two examples of what you don't want your burners to look like. They are both set to high. On the left, you can see that the air shutter on the burner is wide open, which means too much air is mixing with the gas, causing blue flames to jump away from the burner. It is unstable and it can be noisier than normal. On the right side, it is the complete opposite scenario, where the vent is completely closed, not allowing enough air to mix with the gas and causing very wavy yellow or orange flames that may cause soot or carbon monoxide. This is the air shutter on your burner. You can adjust it by loosening the screw. This is the wide open setting, which is allowing air to mix with the gas, and this is the closed setting, which does not allow air to mix with the gas. If you see N and P on your new burners, that stands for natural gas and propane. Or if you see NG and LP, that also stands for natural gas and liquid propane. Some burners even indicate the air shutter setting that they recommend, but I would not go by that since it can be inaccurate because every grill is different. What usually works for me is setting the air shutter screw in the middle, but most importantly, make sure that the vent is open halfway. This is also a good start if adjustments need to be made. The idea here is to have the air shutter on your burner set to have the proper amount of primary air mixed with the gas before combustion to obtain the perfect flames for your grill. Just so you know, there is a bolt that travels through the rail style burner. It is supposed to help adjust the gas flow. This is what the bolt looks like inside the burner. In my experience, it barely makes a difference, so I just keep it in all the way and use other more effective ways to regulate the gas flow. If you are going to be purchasing aftermarket burners online to save money, make sure that you measure the burners properly. This is the wrong way to measure a burner. In order to properly measure your rail style burner, you will need to measure it from end to end like this. Here you can see my burner is exactly 16 inches long. When I ordered my aftermarket burners, I did not see the name of my grill brand on the compatibility chart, but it looked identical to me and the measurements were the same. But when I looked closer, the peg on the new burner was a little bigger than the one I had. So I had to use a Unibit step drill bit to slightly enlarge the existing grill hole for the burner to fit in properly. Now, I will show you how to repair your rail style burner. First, we will need to inspect the burner. If you see any severe exterior damage or if it's literally falling apart, there is no repair for this and it is time to replace your burner. Repairing a burner is basically cleaning the flame hose, the crossover channel, the air shutter, and cleaning out any internal obstructions. The way the burner works is that it first lights up on one side, then the flames travel along the side to the back side of the grill through the crossover channel, which then lights up the other side of the burner. This is so you get an idea. If only one side of the burner is lighting up, most likely the crossover channel needs to get cleaned out because it is not allowing the flames to travel to the other side. You just have to use a hacksaw to clear up the crossover channel. You don't want to saw into the burner, but just reopen or clear up the flame path. Now you can hold up your burner to the light and you should be able to see a clear path from one side of the burner to the other. Your burner can be cleaned by using a wire brush. Make sure you especially clean the flame hose and the crossover channel, since that's usually where most rail style burners issues stem from. Next, use a drill bit that is made from metal to reopen the flame hose. You want to try different sizes until you find a metal drill bit that fits snug into the hole that is already clear. I used a 7/64 of an inch or 2.8 millimeter metal drill bit, but you have to see what works for you because your burner holes are most likely a different size. We don't want to open bigger holes, but just reopen all the holes to their original size. Then take apart the air shutter just to make sure that there is nothing obstructing the path or mesh. Now you want to shake your burner and try to remove any debris. Tap it from the top, shake it again, use compressed air, or do whatever it takes to clear any loose particles inside the burner. Inspect all the holes and repeat any steps if needed. Now we will go outside and test the repaired burners. I cleaned my stainless steel rail style burners with a damp rag and I would say they look pretty good. Here I am showing you up close that they are the same ones that we repaired because on the grill they almost look like new ones or other burners. So now we will install them and see how the repaired rail style burners perform. After firing up the grill, you can see that the burners are working really well compared to how they were before. Let's give them a few more seconds to stabilize. There are blue flames coming out of all the burner holes and there is very minimal jumping with yellow or orange tips. Actually, if you look at the burners very carefully, you can see that they are performing just like new ones. If after all these steps you are still not happy with the performance of your burners, or if you're looking for more intense blue flames on your grill, you should consider replacing your propane tank regulator, which can also be going bad, with a high pressure adjustable one. Thank you for watching.